Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to another Friday and another Play to Earn Smash or Pass. This time we are looking at Gunstar Metaverse, our most recent partner, and I'm sure your next favorite. Before we move on, can you guys hear me okay? Because I had to put a mic up there and I'm not sure if the gain is enough. Sound check. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay. Okay. Then I guess we can continue. So, guys, you already saw the announcement about the Gunstar Metaverse partnering with Wombat, and of course, we were very, very, very excited about this, not only because it's, a step outside of our usual ecosystem, right? But discovering of new partners, new titles, new amazing games to bring you with the native Wombat logging and to check it out. What sets Gunstar Metaverse apart is that it took the formula that a lot of us already know, a lot of us already familiar with, especially in the Play to Earn game, and then gave it a special twist. Let's put it this way. It's kind of an oldie but goldie. Once we start, you'll understand what I mean. So, without the further ado, let's see what Gunstar Metaverse is all about. Ta-da! I would like to thank once again Gunstar Metaverse for giving us access to the testing account for us to be able to show you guys everything there is to be about this game as it currently stands. So let's go over the interface real quick. Here are you, like your overall level, a nickname. Those are the tickets that you use in a campaign. When we move on to that, you will see what it looks like, but essentially with every next level, you pay 2 of those golden tickets and they deplete over a day. Then there's Rune, a token that you can use to buy yourself some goodies on the grocery market, like consumables and whatnot. And of course, this wouldn't be a play to earn game if there wasn't a token attached to it. And this is it. This is a GST token that you can earn in PvP, mostly, of course. There also host special events during which you can also earn some of those, but if you want a regular flow of these bad boys, PvP is where you gotta be. Basic stuff like setting in quests. Quests here look like a lot of what you guys could see on OnePlay if you checked it out. Many of the games that we have in there have a similar structure for the newcomers to easier and board into game, and also to give some sense of progression. You can earn the runes right here. Below we have the character that is representing you in the game. You can change it anytime. I assume there will be more of those in the future, like more character skins. Then you have your pets, and of course the marketplace with what's out there, what to look out for. Right now we have these 8 as the main playable pets, so to say. But again, Gunstar Metaverse is only the beginning, so of course there will be many, many more pets. I gotta say that you don't need to buy an NFT per se, right? At the very beginning, you will get this sort of a testing pet, Rosicking, and then as you do more campaign and PvP and all of the other stuff, you will get this sort of character shards or pet shards that you can merge together here into a whole new pet. Is that a Ratata? That looks like that looks a lot like one of the red Pokemons. Yeah. Anyway, then there's your inventory with all sorts of battle items or pet fragments, pet shards, or utility stuff. Pretty straightforward. And here is the grocery where, as I said, you can use runes to buy pretty much anything you want. This could be healing items, right? This could be raid passes so that you can participate in many boss raids and earn yourself some more goodies. And of course there's the utility stuff where you kind of it's kind of like spending gems in the mainstream games for, you know, speeding things up and whatnot. To come are packs and cosmetic, and of course some extra deals of this. There's also the Wheel of Fortune, where you can spend GST tokens to get yourself either some consumables. Yeah, I can see this mostly. Yeah, there's just the battle items. Actually, not a lot happening more. And here is where most of the magic is happening, because as far as I know, the actual PvP arena is not live yet. So, I see in the chat that ZZ says that Gunstar Metaverse is inspired by Worms. I have to say, I freaking love the Worms series. Worms Forts, easily one of the most favorite games of my youth. But if I were to explain this to, let's say, a person who's not that deep into PC gaming, especially comparably older titles, I would say it's kind of Angry Birds meeting Axie Infinity. So Axie Birds, Angry Infinity, that sort of a mix. But yeah, I digress. What you see here is also a pretty familiar formula adapted from a lot of mainstream mobile games, right? You have different areas, different maps. Maps have different stages. From what I understood, there is no like higher completion, or you know that you completed it with 1 star or 2 or 3 stars. But there is an extra competitive element, because you're not only racing against your enemies, you're racing against time. That's right. Let's check in how's our chat doing before we dive in. Mr. Pandaddy says that the game looks freaking cool. It does. It is super polished. That like literally this could be one of the AA, if not AAA mobile titles. Easily. Okay, let's take a look at this. Those blobs are our adversaries for that. Recommended level 1. I'm gonna start with the level 1 monster pet. I still want to call him freaking Pokemon. Ah, damn it. So this one is level 2. Let's actually get a level 1 Warufing. And let me show you how the upgrades work. You can upgrade them from the pet menu, of course. With every level, it's getting more expensive, right? And of course, they have different stats, such as health, defense. That's kind of an equivalent to dexterity, right? Etc. So those are what you want to look at when comparing pets on the marketplace. Right now, as I mentioned before, that's not a lot of choice, but still, we're looking a bit into the future here, guys, and I'm preparing you for it as much as I can. So let's see how upgrading works. Basically, you see sort of what gains on the 3 skills you will get with the next level, and basically the skill structure is always 2 kind of active normal skills and an ultra or alt if you are into more professional lingo, so to say. Then basically they also have passive skills, of course. There's a 100% chance to explode upon death. That is not what I'm aiming for, but yeah, let's go with the suicidal caterpillar, everyone. Ta-da! This is how you upgrade it. I'm not gonna go with level 3. That is... I feel like it's enough. Definitely gonna do this one because I gotta point out that the environment, like these stages in these games, they're destructible, like in Worms, as was mentioned in the chat. So from time to time you will definitely need that. Alright, we're all set. Let's do the Angry Worms Infinity, aka Gunstar Metaverse. Okay, so here we are. You can move freely, you know, without sort of any restrictions. Less for this bar, and yeah, let's attack. Not too shabby, right? That is, of course, not desirable. Hey, missed. Yeah, just normal, usual attacks. You begin with the default stuff, right? And the more successful attacks you land, of course, as you do that progressively, you unlock the second skills. Let's try the second one. Boom. Ooh. Almost hit him. And also, as you can see, there's a timer here, so gotta make haste. It's a damn shame that they cannot jump, as in pets. There's no shame in those, whatever those are, not being able to do that. But, I mean, other than that, I want to preserve my vantage point. No. Why? Whatever. I'm going to destroy this thing. Yeah, that was pretty dumb of me not to account for the position, so to say. But basically, that's kind of how it works. So just like in Angry Birds or Worms, you gotta find the right trajectory, and then boom, there we go. You can always miss, of course. The AI on the enemies also can, but most of the times they don't. Let's try the alt. I'm feeling adventurous. Look at this animation. The caterpillar is all business. And it only did 200 damage. The hell? Oh well. Okay, Guys, we gotta wrap it up with this. This one pathetic blob. And there we go. We did it. So you see, as turn-based, you also have a little bit of a time restriction here, right? You can upgrade your pets. You can choose different pets to take into battle. And that's how you do it. With every of those battles, you basically collect mostly battle items. But as you go further, there are some much juicier rewards, actually. You can get a new avatar, or even more items, or if we go further along in the game, you can get more XP, you can get in-game tokens. And also, of course, you can get your ass whooped by the boss. Nah, just kidding, guys. You can get a lot more stuff. Nothing very inventive, so to say. This is, again, how a lot of the mainstream games work. And okay, alright. The arena is opening soon, unfortunately. That I will not be able to show you, but we can go to the training arena. You see, you also gotta factor in some wind, or maybe some severe conditions, or thunder, because those will affect the trajectory of those projectiles that both your pets and the enemies spew at you, right? You can choose any sort of a setting, really. I want to go with something, not this, for the love of God, not this. Something fairly simple. Yeah, this is good. And I do not want to play with a caterpillar. I actually want to go with this guy. Okay, what do we have? Teleport. Shield. Yeah, no. Defense is for cowards. Let's go. This again is not much different. The only kind of thing here is that you're a lot closer to the more advanced scenarios, so be it either PvP arena or the campaign, but you know, a bit later on. Oh boy, oh. No, no, no. Also not what I... What? Okay. I have never been good at this, so bear with me. But yeah, what I do like about this game is, just as many of you folks noticed in the chat, is that it has incredible artwork. It is so, like, cartoonish, right? But also so crisp, so... And I love that alt. Can we actually just be done with this thing in... No luck, just skill. Yeah. Let's see how you do with that. But yeah, training is good for when you want to, say, explore different terrains, positions, pets, alts. So just let me be done with this guy real quick, and then we can poke around some more. Killzone 70 is joining us. Hello, hello, Killzone. And the final blow. or like 2 final blows. Yeah. Be gone, pet. Amazing. We reign victorious once again in the training arena, but hey, it's the effort that counts. Let's talk a little bit about elements and different skills in your pets and whatnot, so that you do not solely build your strategy based upon their stats, but also, see what sort of a tactic or effects and whatnot you would be most comfortable with. So this Rosaging is everyone's starter pet. This is what you're going to have at the very beginning. And this is pretty much what they all do, right? That there's a single basic attack of the projectile, then there is some sort of a multiplier, and then the ult. In that sense, the pets are not that different at all, but there can be various side effects to that. So for example, when I was playing with the bat, the ult was a kind of like a sound wave, a shock wave that hit thrice. With the Cobra that you saw right now, you saw that not only does it deal damage once, but there's actually like a venom effect, reducing enemies' health fairly quickly. The chicken basically has somewhat of a similar thingy as 1 golden egg, 3 golden eggs, and basically targeted projectiles. No passive skill whatsoever. Unlike this guy. You might remember that we had the passive skill when it explodes upon death. I'm assuming this could be useful in a sort of a team setting, right? We have several pets. Why would it have this for any other reason? I don't know. But yeah, same structure. Single projectile, multiple projectiles, and then there was kind of one that splatters into a few smaller projectiles. Sniffing, that was my Cobra, that was my favorite. So yeah. The passive skill on this one, look at that, it's actually super nice. So not only does Sniffing's ult deal damage over time, or like apply a venom effect, so to say, but the opponents are not able to heal themselves. So even if your enemy has Goddess's Blessing, I think it's called, a healing item, nothing they can do about it. Nothing. Zero. Then of course, I think Sniffing is going to be my favorite. I know that our community mod, Mad, he's not exactly overly enthusiastic about this one. Tastes differ. I like it. Then, Horiding. I saw that Nathan and CC from the Gunstar team are actually in the chat, so please do correct me if I mispronounce some of the names. Okay. Basically, this pet in particular is all about multiple projectiles and higher critical chance. Not really much for, kind of tactically destroying the terrain, as one would in Worms, but who knows? Then again, the passive skill is awesome. It heals itself and all teammates by 10% of their current HP on the kill. So if, let's say, you're in a situation where you have all three pets left, and there's the boss, and you're not sure if all of your pets are gonna make it. You can just try to deal as much damage as possible with riding, heal them up a little bit, so that they wouldn't have to recharge. You might have seen this sort of a battery icon with a countdown when we're choosing which pet to go with in the campaign. This is kind of their cooldown for them to fully recover before returning to battle. So yeah, the less damage you take, the better it is, obviously, for you if you have a particular pet that you want to take with you like all the time, that you want to main. I wonder if Thunder God, we gotta have then somebody with the thunder abilities, and I'm just curious to see how the quest completion is looking exactly. But I don't see any of the pets having the thunder abilities. Oh well. There is, of course, as you can see, Marketplace, where right now we're only missing this one, and this one in the roster. So let's try to see what they're all about on the market. Nope, guy, we got you. I wish I knew. I am assuming that the rat is this, of course. And let's take a look at their stats and skills and whatnot. Okay, so that's gravity. I mean, an interesting choice. Not sure if that is something I would go with, but sorry, nothing for you. Typical. But yeah, they also have pretty nice marketplace. You can also actually get the mystery eggs in there and hatch them. You wouldn't know in advance what sort of a pet this is, but you know, you can get lucky and get yourself a very, very cool little thingy. You will also buy them with all of their experience, and I have to say, looking at the cost of pets on the marketplace and the eggs, doesn't really make much sense to buy these unless the team introduces some sort of an exclusive pet that you can only breed and cannot put it out on the marketplace right away. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. CC is mentioning that feeding and butt threshing can only be gotten through merging. So you need the pet fragments for those. No hatching, I'm afraid. But I'm assuming that soon this will also be a thing, because apparently you need not only the fragments but also a soul, and that's pretty much it. Overall, I would say that this game understood the assignment. It took a lot of mechanics that work from mobile titles and the PC gaming classics as well. And if you want to look at their white paper, it actually looks very, very solid. If I'm going to the token part, there is a special part on the protecting your NFTs and tokens. There's a smart contract audit as a separate section. The use for every token in there. Lots of calculations. Everything is laid out nice and very, very detailed. And of course, they have their team. We had the pleasure of meeting some of those, and I'm telling you, those are very passionate people. So what do we have in the formula, guys? We have solid earning element, right, through PvP, through quests, through performance in the campaign. We have P2E and mainstream elements that are combined into a beautiful adventure that you actually enjoy playing. And of course, we're looking at the kind of the visual element of that. You know that to this day, sadly, people trash P2E titles for not necessarily be the best looking thing. I mean, of course, there are really like AA, AAA level games, but they are rather an exception, sadly, than the status quo for play-to-earn games in particular. And I'm just happy to see that there are people in the play-to-earn space that take UX, take the overall character design, take elements design and whatnot very, very seriously. And I cannot wait for them to get the arena mode, of course, more pets, because come on, those are rookie numbers. You cannot go far with a lineup of 8. And of course, maybe a little bit more social elements. I do faintly remember that they will have clans, so if anybody wants me in their clan, holler if you need me. I'm in. With all that, it's no wonder that I would, of course, give this a big, fat smash. Whoopsie. Alright, guys, do we have, based on what you've seen so far, do you have any questions about the game itself, or what particularly maybe we liked about it, what made us want to partner up with Gunstar, or anything else really? Both me and the Gunstar team are here for you in the chat. What do we have? What do we have? Because I think I saw some questions. Oh boy, this is going to be very difficult to pronounce. Why are you doing this to me? Okay. As Ramna Pochtam is asking how close we are to staking Wombat coin. Close, but this stream is all about Gunstar Metaverse. So, what do we have? Killzone 70, when is Sasha coming back? Oh, as soon as he recovers from COVID. The damn thing took him from us, indisposed him for a couple of weeks. But he's all right. He's not in any imminent danger, so to say. Okay. Ramon Ra 0428. Hello to you too. No questions, guys? For real? You just saw this amazing game? And am I that good at explaining? Mr. Panda is asking, will there be other modes like 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3? As far as I understand, the arena part here. Hang on, let me switch back to. The arena part here is what's gonna be your classic 3 versus 3 thing. Whether there are going to be things like a death match, maybe with 2 versus 2, that I don't know. We will see. But hey, the developers are in the chat, so taking notes. Taking notes. All right. Well, if ya folks don't have any questions, then I think I have already convinced you to give this game a try. That means my job here is done. And for the conclusion of the stream, let's test our luck. What are we getting today? So beautifully animated. It's almost painful. We got the earthquake battle item. All right, not too shabby. Well, with that, I thank everyone for joining the stream. It was a pleasure to have you all. I know that Fridays are, everyone's in a bit more relaxing mood. Everyone's going to do their own stuff, prepare for the weekend, and yet you still came by. Appreciate it. Love you all, and see you in the Gunstar Metaverse. I will personally be writing the same thing. Peace out. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.
excusez-moi,